Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris with me, Alfapiomega, Star Trek New Horizons and the Tholian Assembly. So we have grown powerful, we have grown mighty, but we can still fall if challenged by the Cardassian Union and the Breen Confederacy. That's the lesson that I took from the last session, and that's the lesson we need to look into today. So I went ahead and I checked my planets. We have 83 billion Tholians living now, which is awesome. Most of them living, of course, on Folia Prime. Then, 28 billion of them living on Folia Prime. Then we have 7 billion living on the urban world of Kura. We have 7 billion living them on the generator world of Kila. We have 5 billion living in the generator world of Halman. We have 38 billion people, of which 6 billion are Tholian, living on the Frau world of Tadar. I actually decided to build a mining network here, because we do have quite a lot of miners here, and it's gonna help us a bit. We have 38 billion people living on the Frau world of Lysapia, of which 6 billion are Tholian. And we have 42 billion people, of which 8 billion are Tholian, living on the Frau world of Binarus, where we could actually build quite a lot of buildings, of which pretty much none are interesting to us at all. Well, actually, a mining network. Yeah, let's build a mining network here. That's a good one, but that's probably all there is, right? Yeah, I don't see anything else that would be interesting for us right now. We have 3 billion people living on Lander, the urban world, and we have 3 billion Tholians living on a colony on Sathama. And we have 3 billion people living on Cockerham, the urban world. We have Beta Runner here, but we don't actually have a leader for that world, or for that sector. So let's hire one right now. We do have the power now. Decision cost, trade value, energy credits from job. That sounds like a good one. Let's assign Governor Natisene to the sector of Lander. Okay, and that did not fix it. Okay, we still can't see it through here. Well, we can see it through here then. We have Beta Runner 6, where 40 billion people live, of which 5 billion are Tholian. We're still missing 2 billion Tholians here. One in the ruler and one in the specialist position. And there is Beta Runner Prime for us, being colonized here. And then there's Beta Runner Secunda, where we have 32 billion people living, of which 3 billion are Tholian. And that's where the Selai clutches are. Okay, so we'll have to keep an eye on these planets. We are missing 2 billion people here and 4 billion people here. Okay, that makes sense. So we'll need to make these things happen. We're still building here, so things will change eventually. But once we get the people, so that's 4 and 3, so we'll need to move in additional 7 billion Tholians, but then we can finally let them grow on our own planets. We don't really have anyone that we would be interested in conquering anymore. We'd like to demand vassalization on the Antedian Shoals, but for some reason they just wouldn't accept right now. I don't think threatened, yeah. Pathetic and cordial. Well, and I think we started some rudimentary diplomatic negotiations with the Bajoran Second Republic. So let's unpause it and check what the technology is like now. We have 63 months remaining until we unlock the duotronic computer, 52 months until we unlock the talent nurturing, and 54 months until we unlock the engineering research from planets. Pretty decent. And are we upgrading the shipyards? Yes, we need more naval capacity, definitely more. So that's gonna be one thing that I want to work at as well. Oh my god, we need more consumer goods. I'm actually considering that we might start moving people to not only to the colonial world, but say for example to Kora, and build a civilian industrial center here so that we produce more consumer goods. Unfortunately, we can't do that on Folia. Well, we could. Why don't we move them to Folia instead? I guess that would make sense. But anyway... Oh man, the planet eater is chewing on yet another planet. That is sad. That is sad. Okay, let's put this. How many fleets do we have? A number. But they are weak and actually not very useful. And we don't really have what it takes to take that one on. Crap. Well, almost all of my ships are now docked. Only the 6th Fleet is still heading to Cockerham, which is a problem because in Cockerham we really don't have a starbase. So, yeah. But other than that, things are looking seriously good for us. I think I might move you to, say, Martins or Santoyo. Let's actually move you to Martins. That's gonna make it much better. So you guys will be docked in Martins. I'm building a crew quarter in Bayer. I'm building a crew quarter in Megara, because having the ships docked give me a bit less upkeep, and it's working out fine for us. Bayer, La Superba, Santoyo, Martins, and... Well, no, Bayer, La Superba, Santoyo, and Martins are all building naval depots, which will give me... I think naval depots gives +4. Okay, another 16 crew ship capacity, and you can see that we already went up a bit. We were at +80%. And Megara is now upgrading also to Starbase, so that's good. Okay, Bajorans are guaranteeing someone. Liz is also upgrading, so that leaves Kile and Beta Runner as the only starbases that are not yet upgraded, which is interesting, but we'll get to it. And La Superba could definitely use a thing. Look at that, how our naval capacity increases, and thus our upkeep also decreases, which is nice. Regarding population, we are now at 85 billion Tholians. I'm keeping up with the upkeep. Not really sure where the Tholians are being... Yeah, there's one in Kila, Halman. Okay. Well, we need more of them in Beta Renner and Beta Renner Secunda, but just for now, I'll let it be as it is, because we're getting quite a lot of trained officers and we have a lot of them, so there's no need to panic. Let them just grow, and I'm really looking forward to having Beta Renner colonized, because that's going to be yet another source of Tholians for us. I don't think there are any other Y-class planets anywhere nearby, so an invasion would not really yield us much, I think. Yeah, Uram doesn't have anything either, so there's nowhere we would really like to go at this point. And I'm kind of surprised how Borg are doing poorly. They have Unicomplex 1. No, poorly.
So thrives on emotion.
I don't know. I think they're a bit broken in this version. Who knows? It happened! It happened. Beta Runner has now been fully colonized and is thus ours. So we gained yet another planet where Uraskopa can actually enjoy his life. Now we're having just a bit of colonists here who are producing some minerals, some amenities, and planetary defense armies, which is nice. So welcome, welcome, welcome. In the meantime, Agrati Commonwealth declared war on the Nibirites, so they are now fighting. I wonder what it's gonna be like. And we are continuing in increasing our naval capacity. Megara is now upgrading. Liz is building the naval depot. And I'm trying as crazy to save for the other 2 stations, but it's so expensive. We don't even have the energy to do it. I would have to... Well, actually, let's sell the Tholian. Now do we have? No. Could we sell a bit of platinum? Yes. And do we want to sell some minerals? We're getting 247, so let's sell some minerals. Okay, so we're at 8,000. So let's buy some alloys. Okay, this is enough. So Beta Runner can now upgrade, and Aquila Station can now upgrade, and that's all, right? Yeah, that's all. Traffic control. Actually, let's give Folia a traffic control as well. It's expensive, but, you know, it's just for fun. And, yeah, the technologies are still far away. Still far away. Well, we have a viral outbreak on Kila, and I send the TAV Blue Tarantula to deal with this. Hopefully, they will manage to somehow alleviate that pop. But I'm thinking we might really go and do some population changes now, because we are closing to 90 billion Tholians. I'm actually thinking I might move some pops from, say, Folia Prime to places like Halman, so that we can get that extra 10% growth. Plus, if you have the doctor specialists, they will help additional 20% growth. So that might help us enjoy ourselves. And we could do... well... Lander could maybe use 2 additional pops. Sathama the same. Okay, Cockerham is way too low, but... And Beta Runner, of course. Do we have... nope, we don't. Okay, but, you know, I'll leave it growing for a bit more. There are some pops that will be ready very soon. Not here, though, not here. Too bad we can't really grow Tholians on these planets. That would be great. But we're growing enough. Wait, what? Why am I prioritizing Tholians here? Oh, it's probably because we have the Ugarlak here. Okay, and I started building some of these defenses on various shipyards. I don't know if it really, like, helps. Hard to say, but it's better to have them than not. Okay, you're going where you're supposed to. We're producing 27 alloys now per month, which is good. All our shipyards are docked. Okay, Dazaria finished the construction. Megara and Beta Runner and Kila are all upgrading, which is great. We're gonna get additional 12, and I think I'm gonna build a new fleet after that. So let's hope that we can treat the outbreak on Aquila now. That would be great. No dead pops, please. No dead populations. I'd really like to not have dead pops.
Construction complete.
Please. Please, game, be merciful. We haven't done anything to you. be merciful.
Special product.
While the efforts of the TV Butarancho and Captain Fakibuena have prevented the outbreak of Arxoid corruption from spreading further, the majority of those infected have died. The outbreak has officially been
Have declared war on each other.
Agrati and Delta Union. Okay, so we lost a pop on Kila. Well, that's what I didn't want to hear. Well, we have a new technology, the talent nurturing, which will give us extra 5% of amenities. Now let's see what else we can get. Streamlined planetary bureaucracy, administrative capacity plus 15. I actually don't know what this is. I actually really don't know what this is. Administrative capacity. We have it somewhere. Cohesion 100%. Quick to change government form. Well, I'm not sure what this is, but it's very expensive. So instead, I guess we're gonna go with Planetary Economic Forum. That's gonna be fast. It unlocks policy on economics, food, and trade. The creation of a political body that can have the authority to pass large policy affecting the entire world. 15 months, and we'll be done there. And as we are back to 87 billion people, I actually think we're gonna go ahead with the plan that I had. And we are going to move one pop from Korra, actually from Kiwa to Korra. Okay. So resettle. Wait, Hauman? Yeah, Hauman. So from Kiwa to Hauman. Let's get the technician there. And that should give us, yes, it gives us the possibility to build the Frontier Hospital here, which makes me happy. And where else do we have people we can move? We have 1 billion extra people on Folia, which could be possibly moved to Korra, where we could build the consumer factory. So let's do that. Let's resettle 1 billion people from Folia Prime to Korra. And we'll need a technician. Okay, and Korra is going to build us... Where is it? Slave processing facility. That is a good one, but unfortunately we can't really get it here. Here, Civilian Industrial Center. And you're gonna work on that. Now that means we have okay population, okay population, okay population, okay population. Talar, Lysapia, these are okay. Lander has 1 extra billion people. Same on Satama. So those people could be moved. Those people could be moved to Beta Runner Secunda. Yes, so 1 billion from Lander and 1 billion from... Actually, can upgrade this when we have the number of pops is greater than or equal to 5. So let's actually move 1 billion from here to Satama and upgrade this place instead. That's gonna be... on the other hand, what do these people provide? We would get... naval capacity plus 4. Pop modifier, and these guys produce also naval capacity. Naval capacity is important for us. We need more fleets. Oh man, this is tough. No, let's upgrade Lander. I think that's That's the good one. So from Saitama to Lander. Let's move one of the colonists. And that will allow us to... Oh wait, that will allow us to do nothing because there already is an administrative complex here. Okay, still it works. Still it works. So we've made some population changes and additional pops will be moved where we need them, which is to Beta Renner Secunda. That sounds good. So will we get the technology in 3 months? Okay, I'll start the next episode when we get there.